All right, welcome in. We're going to watch Jonah Tong's Major League debut. I just watched Peyton Toley's Major League debut right before this, so that video will be up on the channel tonight. And now this is Jonah Tong, so we're just going to get right into it. He pitched tonight for the Mets versus the Marlins. He might still be pitching. I don't know. Looks like things got a little crazy in this game recently, but it doesn't really matter because this is an exciting kid. He had basically a 40% strikeout rate in the minor leagues this year, which is insane. We can go through the numbers because they're pretty crazy. This year, he went 10-5. This is in the minor leagues, 10-5 with a 1.43 ERA and 22 starts, 113 and 2/3 innings with 179 strikeouts, 14.2 strikeouts per nine. But the most impressive thing, and the thing that stood out to me the most, that was mind blowing, was in those 113 and 2/3 innings, 58 hits, 58 hits, 4.6 hits per nine. That's an elite reliever like Edwin Diaz, not a starter. So I'm curious to watch him throw. I'm curious to watch his stuff. I've heard Tim Lincecum comps for this guy. I know he throws a little bit like him. I played with Timmy. He's a 1-of-1. We played together in the Cape League. He's a 1-of-1. So it's hard for me to ever compare anybody to him. But maybe Jonah Tong will be a 1-of-1. Who knows? We could be watching the first step in a really sick, really sick situation. So, maybe he'll just be the Jonah, like everybody will want to be this kid. I don't know. Let's find out. All right, so he's been around a little while with the Mets. He was a 7th round pick, I believe. Yep, in 2022. He's Canadian, which I love. 6'1", 180, so a little bit different than the last guy I just watched, Peyton Toley. 6'1", 180. So let's just get to it. I don't think he's long for this game, so we might as well just get to it. It's the Mets and the Marlins. And it's Jonah Tong. First batter is Xavier Edwards. 97-4, another guy coming out hot in the first inning. All right, so first pitch of the big league career. And okay, yeah, special fastball, 20.3 vert, 1.3 horizontal. So this is a heavy perceived cut with heavy rising action. 6'8" extension, well above average extension. So this ball also plays up velocity-wise, in addition to the incredible shape it has. And it's 97.4. And the delivery is a little weird.
Last night. And Tom's first big league pitch is a fastball.
That's ball one.
Much better as
all right, next pitch. Another 20.6 inch vert ball.
And he fouls the fastball off.
Fastball away, fouls it off.
Pitcher to work for the Mets, one shy of a major league record.
Oh, a little bit of like a no leg kick move here. So the first little quirky thing we've seen here. It doesn't do his high leg kick, still drills in a 97.4 heater down. Another ball with very good vert on it, 19.7. So this ball probably looked like it was going to be low and catches the bottom of the zone.
Big record.
So fastball's looking great, and here comes the changeup, which I heard was a Vulcan grip.
Edwards loops one into shallow.
Fades it away, flips it into center, 78.9, and it's an out. Not good execution, but that's his first big league out. It ran away. It didn't really drop off the table. It does have low spin. It is 10 miles an hour different.
Wiry as Lincecum.
But Edwards is a contact, specialist. Flipped it out to center, so one out.
And that's the first out.
All right, let's go to the second batter. Jacob Marcy.
Marcy,
going to get a fastball.
Whose career has gotten off to a flying start. He pops one.
He's going to be under it, which makes sense because this pitch has very good characteristics to it. All right, and now third batter is Agustin Ramirez, also a first pitch out on a fastball. This one couldn't be more middle, and he's so far under it, it's at 67 degrees. So this fastball has pretty special characteristics on it right away, but so we have to do our takeaways, our first inning takeaways. First inning takeaways. Number one, check out the contrast in the delivery from this pitch to this pitch. So here's the first one. Let's watch it again because it happens very quick. Big leg kick, fire. And then this pitch, no leg kick, fire. So he's got two leg kick variations out of the windup. Crafty. I'm not mad about it. I also like that they're not gimmicky, really. One's a full leg kick, one's an abbreviated leg kick. It's not like a double leg hang, snap my fingers type of situation. It's just a subtle little move. Also, the finish on the pitch. We can get into this delivery in a second, but the finish, the way he kind of gets ready there, little Zach Greinke-ish. He's for not a big guy, he's throwing awfully hard. So now let's look at the delivery from the normal leg kick. So this is what it looks like from the side. So he starts very closed, upper body partially torqued closed, lower half partially torqued closed, the angle of this toe. And then it's a glove tap, but and a pretty high leg kick as he goes into his drift. Pretty traditional to this point, but a very high glove. And that he's going to use that lead arm to propel himself into extreme trunk flexion to get his arm way up over his head and deliver a straight over the top release. So this is the Lincecum move that a lot of people compare him with, is kind of a catapult into an over the top release. He's not jumping to the plate like Timmy did, but it is similar a little bit. And then the lead leg, it's a little bit late, but it's a very stretched position there as he finishes. So anyway, that's the delivery. First inning takeaways, shape-wise, fastball is incredible right off the bat. He's throwing 19s and 20s in terms of vert. Basically, no horizontal movement, so it's perceived cut. He's got above average extension. Throws from a very high arm angle. I bet that's one of the highest in the league. But since he's not tall, there's a little bit of I would be curious to see what his release height is. But the fastball definitely plays. Two guys way under it. And then he showed us that one Vulcan pitch, the Spock pitch, and it just kind of fades a little bit, catches it off the end, fillets it out to center. No muss, no fuss. So second inning, and Otto Lopez.
2 runs last night. And Tong's first
Fastball pull.
Got 3 air ball outs in the first inning. And for a guy who pitches up,
gets him to swing at a fastball off the plate away on 1-0, and now he's going to go to the changeup, Vulcan change. Ooh, very nice. Had him way out front now. It does the trick for the hitter because they're playing off the line and hits it right down the line, so he's going to get a double for this. But he had him way out front. So, you know, credit the hitter. This is a pretty good pitch, though. Pretty good execution on this. You know, just sticks the bat out. You know, some third baseman maybe get that, but hard to quibble. It's hard to know from the camera angles we had. All right, so now Liam Hicks. So man on second. This is a 23.4 vert. So we either got the Citi Field wind, that is insane. Ball one. Another 122.
I know what you're saying. Now,
looks like they had a replay on this pitch, so I want to see if we can't watch that to get a better look at this delivery.
Top lead extension. He knows what it is, Gary.
Couldn't see it very good. So 2-0 count.
2-0 on Hicks.
Ooh, gets the called strike. Good catch by Terens there. Now he's going to go to the 2-1 changeup. Great pitch. So that's 12 miles an hour difference, 10, 11, 12 miles an hour difference. Very low spin. This one, even though he leaves it high, gets him out front a little bit. Rolls it over to Pete. So that moves the runner over to third. Now he's got Connor Norby. He's going to start him with the changeup. First guy, he doesn't start with the fastball. Now he's going to come back with the fastball. The pitch. Another guy, though, I do think for the most part they're just setting up middle up with him. He's not really trying to go to the corners at all. He's playing the north-south game for the most part and the fast-slow game with the fastball and the changeup. Haven't seen anything but a fastball or a changeup yet. Really good changeup there on 3-1. Not afraid to throw it in any count. That's huge. Going to double up here 3-2. Also a very, very good pitch. So showing a very good feel for that changeup. Here comes a 96-8 four-seamer. Hit hard because it was down. So it's another example of early in the count, he could probably throw his four-seam down with pretty much reckless abandon, and it'll be okay. Because this pitch is going to surprise you at the beginning. But once the hitters have seen it enough, the fastball down is the one that they're going to be able to hit. So this ball is scolded. He gets fortunate here 103.7 right at Lindor. If the pitch is up, he probably misses it or pops it up. So late in counts, he needs to be up. Early in counts, he can use the whole zone with the fastball. That's my early read. But also, can we just get a look at the delivery from this side real quick? As he works down the rubber, this move right here. So he could turn his shoulders from here, but it's not what he does. Instead of turning and squaring up, he hikes this way. And here it comes. Head clears completely out of the way. I don't think he's looking at home plate, but look at that arm. It gets right into an iron, almost an Iron Mike-ish slot. Fascinating. All right, so fortunate there. And then he's going to get Troy Johnston to finish this inning. You know, I've watched a lot of Marlins versus guys. Woodruff's first game back. Bieber's first game back. I think I watched a Paul Skeens versus the Marlins game.
This is with a curveball.
I feel like I'm always watching the Marlins. Wait, hold on. There was a curveball there. We almost missed that. 1-0 curveball attempt here. Now, I saw this pitch on the internet as well in a highlight where it actually looked pretty good. It's straight over the top Iron Mike, so you would think he'd be able to throw a pretty good curveball. This is going to be his 2 speeds down pitch, so 77.4, significantly slower than the changeup, and ridiculously slower than the fastball. 20 down, good place to be. And then negative 9.9, which surprises me. I just think he overcooks this one in terms of the ball going left, and negative 15.7 is a lot of drop, which makes sense. When you have a high release, you can get the ball going down from that high point, and this number will look really juicy. So here's the curveball. He doesn't execute it, but let's see what it looks like. Just a little 12-6er. And now he's behind the count. Force him up. Troy's nowhere near that. That ball has crazy hop. Interesting, he doesn't stick with it. He goes change up next and dots one, bottom of the zone. So now you've gotten perfect fastball up, perfect change up down, and he's one pitch of getting out of it. I really like this change up. All right, he's going to go curveball. Oh, rolls it back, fields his position nicely. Very athletic play. Strands the runner. So this is the second curveball. This is a better one. Doesn't really get it all the way down like you would want. It gets it pretty far down. All Johnson can do is just chop it. So good job there, and he is through 2 innings, despite being in a little bit of trouble that inning. All right, third inning, Eric Wagaman. A lot of long at-bats. Also, it's 12-0 at this point, so I believe he just sat in the dugout for like an hour.
Like where your eyes are telling you it is, and
he comes out and throws ball 1, ball 2. No surprise. This is something that you get better at as you get older in the game. What do you do between innings when the inning runs long and you have to go back out there? I used to go throw in the cage, run around, you know, stay going, keep it moving. But it does get hard and it does get stale to keep that edge if it's longer than 30 minutes.
Eric Wagaman leading off.
2-2 changeup attempt. This one's just a little bit low out of the hand. So he gets the 3-2. Got to double up on that changeup. A lot of confidence on the changeup.
Breaks his bat as he flies that one foul. Dakota State.
97.7 fastball.
Now Maine at one time
barely hits it. Almost blows his doors off there. The 97.7 21 hop. This is a hell of a heater.
Now Maine.
And throw another fastball.
Back coming to Wagaman. And he breaks his bat
7-foot extension, outstanding for his size. Broken bat, so he threw pretty well that at bat. Doesn't get anything for it, but it's a base hit for Wagaman. Little blooper. And now Joey Weimer. Joey Weimer, he's got so much going on with his hands, he's not going to be able to hit this fastball. Strike one. I could tell you before I even watched the at-bat. Late on that. Now they're going to get him a curveball, probably in the dirt.
And he got him.
Yeah, it's 20 miles an hour down. That's a nasty sequence. And that's the first career punchy, and it's on a curveball. Really nice.
And he got him.
We can see why he strikes so many batters out. The fastball's got elite characteristic to it, and it really demands your attention. And then the 2 off-speed pitches are huge contrast from it, both to varying degrees. But that changeup is a huge contrast from that fastball, and the curveball even more so. So he's doing it with fast, slow game, high, low game. That's his game. So, man on first, one out, and he's back to the top of the order. Xavier Edwards.
Xavier Edwards. Nice
Fastball up in ball.
Love it.
Change up
Maple
off
Leaf.
that.
Well,
Really good change up. Really good swing, but ball. I mean, foul ball. So 1-1.
1-1.
Curveball down.
Dirt
Good
walk
block by
Torrens.
Luis. And then the fastball metric is out of hand. There had to be, of course, City Field wind in this game. A little pop up.
And he can't make the catch. It's a fair ball. And runners are at first and second. An awkward slide by Nimmo. Who appears to be
Both hits in
okay,
this inning were kind of weak. I mean, not kind of. They were weak. I don't know what happened on this play. I don't want to harp on it too much. Let's see. Vientos just kind of doesn't go for it. He doesn't get there, and Nimmo has to slide in, and he's not really prepared to make this play either. Yeah, Nimmo's running way too fast, and also thinks he's going to hit Mark. That's the second ball in 2 nights that I've seen Nimmo knocked down with a body part. It was a wrist yesterday. It's a leg today. Anyway, 2 hits. Both are pop-ups. So, let's see how he gets out of that. Jacob Marcy. A lot of deep counts.
Start any Marlins ever been off to as that one
Ooh,
goes to the
overkicks
backstop,
the heater
moving runners
in.
to second and third.
Big time wild pitch, so second and third. It's also tough to pitch up 12-0. And again, this is such an emotional game. Change up down.
Watch. Usually it's pointing straight to a
You have your
hole,
emotions
or
on
maybe a little
a certain
close.
level to start your major league debut, and then you sit in the dugout for like an hour while your team hits, and it's like, yeah, we want to win, but I need to keep it moving. And you can see it's affected him a little bit. Gets bailed out there with the 3-0 strike.
Strong enough to handle it though.
Marcy fouls
It's a
off
foul
the
ball
fastball,
there.
3-2.
Kind of 2 poor reps on 4-seamers there. Hopefully he gets a
3-2
good rep
coming.
here.
And Tong got him
Pretty
looking
good
at a
there. Gets the
fastball.
freeze down and away. So I don't think he's meaning to do a lot of this, but the shape of the pitch is saving him. That's just a hovercraft heater. It never drops. And he's still sitting at 21.2 on the vert ball. This is a special fastball in terms of vert. So that's why he clips the bottom. Gets the strikeout there. Now, can he get out of the third? Yes. Augustin Ramirez pulls another fastball. And then changeup's going to get him out of the inning.
And he hits
Really
one
nice
softly
changeup.
past Tong, but right there is Beatty to
Gets it
field.
to Beatty.
Side retired.
So the
Tong-
changeup is a really good equalizer for him. Curveball is a little more of a the moment has to call for it pitch, but the changeup's a heck of a pitch. Heck of a fastball, heck of a changeup from a stuff perspective. All right, Otto Lopez, 4th inning. I feel like he's been
Fourth inning,
throwing
Otto
a
Lopez
lot, and we're
leads
just
off
in the
against Jonah
4th now.
Tong and takes a
All right, there we
fastball
go.
for a strike.
Nice
Second,
clean
third,
fastball for
one
strike
out, and
1.
Tong again
Here's a
got it.
slider, first slider of the
Lopez
day.
flies this one along the right
Negative
field
6.4,
line.
5.4, so
Soto and
typical
Lawson,
slider
but it's
shape,
beyond anybody's
86.6,
reach.
so about the same speed as the changeup with a little bit of a different movement. Doesn't spin it very well. I think this might be a good pitch for like first pitch strikes.
Lopez flies this
Uses
one
it here to
along
get
the
a
right
foul
field
ball.
line. Long
We'll
run
get
for
him
Soto
to
and
0-2.
Lawson, but it's home against the Cardinals tonight.
Curveball
Runs
off
will be in
that makes
Cincinnati next
sense.
weekend. Pulled down the ground.
Hangs
foul.
it.
Pitcher
Pulled
pitching
foul.
his
Now he's
debut
going to
was
circle
Mike
back to the
Milton
4-seam.
in 2006.
Oh, goes abbreviated leg kick
That's
here
won that
again.
game
Misses.
7.
So that's definitely one of his
1-2
tricks
to
that he likes to
Lopez.
pull out of the
Side,
windup.
2-2.
Pulls another fastball. He's pulled quite a few fastballs recently.
2-2 to Lopez.
But then the changeup comes out of the pulled fastball tunnel, so that worked really well. Yeah, he pulled a few fastballs in a row, like over in this zone, and then this ball kind of comes out and heads there, just like the other two. But then it just drops off the table. Nasty changeup. Changeup's a huge equalizer for this guy.
Swing and he went around strike
That's the
3.
first out of the 4th. Second out of the 4th, Liam Hicks.
Those duties.
Another
And
7-pitch at
day,
bat.
he was happened to be on the AAA.
Ball 1.
bench.
He's really pulling his
About
heater
that
now.
Conversation. He'll tell you that he was sweating.
That was better.
and he
Stayed
could
behind
hear
that one better. Strike. He's got to get the ball up again, though. Yep,
Liam
there it
Hicks
is.
slips
Gets under
one
it.
Foul ground. A long run for Vientos.
Swaggy V's trying to get there.
But does not have room.
Can't get there. Get it up.
Grounded foul. I mean, we
Got it
all
up
have
and
to be
in. Pulls
humble
it
that
foul.
Dylan was
Change
dead.
up off that. Anytime you're going to pull his
1-2.
4-seam, you're going to get a change up after that.
Changeup
This
goes
was a
for
good
2
one.
balls,
Pretty good
2
take. Just a bit too far
Tong has
outside.
not walked the batter. He struck out 3.
Four-seam down, freeze. Oh my God, they didn't get it. It is actually a ball, but I bet it felt like a strike big time. So to Renz, that's a big no-no. You don't throw the ball around and have them call it a ball. And this is a great call by the umpire.
Struck out 3.
Yeah, the fastball down freeze was the pitch there, but he didn't get it, so they throw another fastball. Ball's actually tallywhacked, probably the hardest hit of the night. But Soto's there. He still thinks that last pitch is a strike. And now Connor Norby.
Jonah Tong arrived on the scene.
First pitch curveball. First one of those of the night. That's down low.
As well.
Doubles up. Drops it in there nice. That's a ball, but it looked good, so he gets the call. Fastball off that. I like it, but he's pulling his heater. Keeps looking down at the mound. Citi Field mound's pretty good. I don't think it's the mound. Foul ball. Here comes a changeup. 2-2. Really good, but kind of stayed in the middle. Change up again. Try to get it down more.
The Marlins have
it's way out front. That was a much better changeup. So now they're going to go back to the fastball. And he freezes him. Looking down fastball. If he's going to freeze you looking, it's going to be with a down fastball. So through 4, he's starting to rack up some strikeouts finally. But it does look like he's fatigued, maybe already a little worn out from this whole ordeal of the debut. I certainly know what that feels like. After my debut, I went home and went to bed and slept the rest of the day. We went to eat, and I was falling asleep at the table, and then I went to bed. Okay, Troy Johnston to lead off the 5th. So this is going to be a crazy inning. It looks like this is the end of his outing. Let's just see how it goes. He's already worked really hard in this game.
Troy Johnston
into the
leads
5th.
off.
All right, so first pitch fastball all the way down to 92.5 on that first pitch. Pretty good changeup there, but it's not in the same tunnel as the previous heater, so he gets the take. He's going to double up on it. This one's better, comes out a little higher, gets Troy to swing at it, fouls it back. Now, 96.6 on this fastball. So the heater was there still, but he throws it down the middle, so heater command.
And so Johnston has
definitely be questioned.
The 4th Marlins hit.
So far from what I'm seeing. Again, everything I'm seeing is extremely premature, but just calling it like I see it for this game so far. We'll get into the takeaways at the end of this inning. Fastball down, ball, wild pitch, moves him up.
Not a good trade. If he was a little over the hill
fastball strike
at that point. Holds a third.
The ball's well hit.
Base hit.
Base hit. We're sending them home. Terrible defense by the Mets here. Zero. I mean, I know it's 12-0, but zero sense of urgency. So a base hit that scores a run. So 2 hits to lead off the 5th, and he gives up a run. And now Joey Weimer, he's going to strike him out again. This is such a good matchup for Tom. He's nowhere near that curveball. I don't think he'll be anywhere near this fastball, especially when it's down. And you have to freeze. And then takes another one. So he's struck out, I think, twice on 6 pitches. He just has too much in his swing going on to cover everything Tong's bringing. And then Edwards. All right, so 1 out in the 5th here he's at. This will be pitch number 80. Curveball. Really nice first pitch curveball. So this is his 3rd time through, so he's got to mix it up a little better here. Fastball down. So curveball beautiful. Fastball down ball. Fastball up, had him late. That curveball definitely served the purpose. Got him off fastball timing pretty well. Curveball off of that. Just starts it a little bit too far in. Can't get the swing. And then fastball gets the dribbler. Beatty. Oh, and Lindor just drops the flip. That's unfortunate. That was an easy out. Doesn't get the out there. So now 1st and 2nd with 1 out. And now Jacob Marcy.
You need to be picking up a dollar bill off.
Change up the ball.
Close into his body.
4-seam ground ball to Pete and through Pete.
Around 3rd comes Wagaman.
Beatty goes and gets it.
And now it's 12-2. So the 2nd straight error by the Mets. 1 by Lindor and now 1 by Alonso.
Well, he backed up and he tried to play it off.
Misses it. And now Hef's going to go talk to him. Hef smiling like, you're doing great. This isn't your fault. You should have got 3 outs this inning. Okay. So
Second and third
two errors in a
one.
row.
And
Definitely
Ramirez
deserved to give up
tried
one
to
run
run
this
around on
inning,
a high
but
fastball, nothing
the
at all.
second run, no, he should have been out of this inning. So there's a high heater strike.
And the
Curveball,
drives
beautiful.
in for a
I like the
strike.
way he's competing through this period. Here
0-2
comes another
coming to
changeup.
Ramirez. And he popped it up.
Wow, nice changeup. Ramirez swings
Who's
so
gonna
hard,
get it?
man.
Torres
Pops it up.
calling for it.
Torres is there.
2 out.
Nice. So that's the second out. Really the fourth out, but that's the second out. And then he does give up a hit here to Otto Lopez.
Lopez, who's doubled and struck out tonight. And Lopez
Curveball
takes
top of the
first
zone,
pitch
gets
curveball.
balled. And double up on it.
Another curve. This one's dumped
Gets
into
off the
center
end, but
field
shoots it
for
up the
base
middle.
hit, and that'll bring in 2
1-1.
more
That's going to
runs.
score both of those runs.
Edwards
So
and
4 runs
Marcy
come through. I believe only 1 is earned. And then he's got to get this last out. Liam
Runs
Hicks.
are home in the inning. 3 of them are unearned. And now Liam Hicks.
Fastball middle, he's late. Foul ball. Velo is not what it was before. Fastball still plays.
Hicks takes fastball
But
last bat.
Velo's not what it was. Change up.
And
Ooh,
Hicks
nice
takes
pitch
a
there.
changeup.
4 seam.
1-2. Just away. 2-2 from Tong to Hicks. Inside.
4 seam
ball
in
3.
ball. So he's missed on both sides of the plate here. And then another one, and it's actually down, but he gets the call.
Jonah Tong finishes off
Hitter
the
can't
ball
believe it, and the
to
hitter's
top
right.
of the fifth.
But gets the call. And that's going to be it for his outing. Tough 4th inning. He deserved to give up 1 run. Ends up giving up 4. Kind of had to battle through it. I do feel like he didn't really have it anymore in that inning. He looked tired. I think the delay of the Mets scoring all those runs put him in a tough spot in this game. But let's go to the game feed. First, we'll check the old Boxy score here and see where we're at. This game is still ongoing. It's only the 6th inning. Jonah Tong, 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned, no walks, 6 strikeouts. So no walks, which actually surprises me because I did not feel like his fastball command was very good in this game, especially in the second half of the start after the delay of his team scoring a whole bunch of runs. I thought his fastball command really went down the tubes, but no walks. He hung in there, did not walk anyone. Of the 6 hits, a couple were hit hard, a couple were really unlucky. Kind of pop-ups. The 1 inning, 2 pop-ups, made it 2nd and 3rd, no outs. So he's credited with 5 hard hit balls. And let's go into the player breakdowns for Mr. Jonah Tong. So 59 four-seamers, that's 61%, 24 changeups, 13 curveballs, and a slider. So he's really a 2-pitch pitcher, mostly, with some curveball. So I'll give him credit for being a 3-pitch pitcher. Slider, I mean, they probably will continue to work that in there because the first thing that I see that's pretty glaring with his approach is I throw 3 pitches and they're all very different from each other. They're not really designed to trick you with any type of subtle movement. Now, the fastball to the changeup, yes, there's a little bit of a magic trick there, selling the changeup like you're throwing a fastball, but it's just so different. His fastball averages 22.83 RPM, changeup 15.05. So that's a hitter that can pick up spin. They're going to detect the difference in the spin and the looseness of the spin on that changeup relative to that fastball. So it's not that tightly bunched in a spin way, in a movement way. This is in a movement fashion, which doesn't look like we have the movement data here yet, which kind of sucks. But from what I noticed, his fastball was like 20 all day, sometimes up to 23. I would be surprised if he didn't average 20 on his fastball, which is very, very top of the scale from what I saw today. And then the changeup was like, I want to say it was like anywhere between 8 to 10 vert. Let me go find a few changeups. Let me go find a few changeups. So this one was 6 vert. I know these two are automatic. Then Hicks, there's some changeups in here, I'm sure. This one was 8 vert, so 6 vert, 8 vert, 7 vert, so 6 to 8 vert is what we're looking at on changeup for Tong. So 20 vert on the fastball, 6 on the changeup. That's pretty good separation, 14 inches. But it's big separation, right? So again, like it's a big separation speed-wise, and it's a big separation movement-wise from the fastball to changeup, and it's even bigger to the curveball. The curveball at times today had negative 16 on it on the curve. It was also 20 miles an hour slower than the fastball. If we can actually see that here with Tong. Changeup velocity averaged 77.7, fastball velocity averaged 95.4, and that's with him getting really tired at the end. So that's about an 18 mile an hour difference. That's a huge difference. So that's his 2 speeds down pitch. So a lot of the way he pitches is he challenges you with the fastball. They set up down the middle every time. He doesn't have good command side to side. He's not trying to hit corners. He's trying to play the north-south game. His fastball plays both at the top and at the bottom. He's going to get takes at the bottom because people are going to expect his pitch to be low, and it's not going to be low. It's going to sneak in there at the knees. And at the top, they're going to think they can hit it, and they're going to be under it all day long. So that's kind of the strategy. Set up middle, throw that fastball north-south, throw the changeup off of the fastball height that you get action on. That should set up your chance to get a swing on the changeup. And if you throw a fastball really high, the curveball can kind of come off that tunnel because it's so slow that even if you start the curveball at the top of the zone, it probably gets below the zone because it has 20 less miles an hour on it, so it's got more time to travel. So that's kind of the game. That's how he goes about it. It's very interesting to me that he had no walks because watching him, I thought his fastball command was extremely iffy. And that's why they do have to set up down the middle. He has a tendency to pull his fastball, not cut it, but pull it to the glove side off the plate. That's where the majority of his misses were. Those are extremely non-competitive misses. Not going to be able to tunnel them with anything. Not going to be able to do anything with those. So if he can eliminate a lot of those bad reps, continue to generate quality reps either at the bottom of the zone or the top of the zone with that four seam, I think he'll be fine. Bottom of the zone early in the count, preferably late in the count, preferably hot up in the zone. You know, you got to go from most hittable to least hittable. You go bottom of the zone if it's for freeze. Obviously, that's a different situation. But that's the game. Fast, less fast, and way slower. So that's the game right there. He's not really featuring any special spin talent. The extension was above average. The delivery is awfully funky. Once we get arm angle data, we'll be able to see that he's up there with the league leaders for sure. Very, very high. And I don't know. It's interesting to see. You know, you dig in a little bit to his minor league numbers, and there was some walks. Even with all of these strikeouts this year, he had 3.7 walks per 9, 47 walks and 113 2/3. So the walks are there. He does lose it a little bit, and I think that's ultimately the issue with him maybe becoming a guy who can get deep in the game. He worked awfully hard for his 15 outs tonight. Now, granted, he deserved 17 outs. There was 2 more balls in the 5th that could have been outs for him, but he worked awfully hard. He didn't get a lot of early contact. The contact's really not his game. He's strike out or go home, so he's kind of a modern pitching style. And I'm very curious to see how they evolve him. Will they try to go for some pitches, add him to his mix that can help him create better contact and some more quick outs? Or they will continue to refine basically what he's got already, use better targeting systems, figure out a way to eliminate some of his bad misses and just clean up, make a more streamlined version of who he already is. These are all fair questions to ask. One thing I do like about him is I think his arsenal plays really well against both sides of the plate, which if you want to be a starter, that's huge. They can't stack one side or the other against you. I actually think he might be a reverse split guy. He might be better versus lefties than righties. So those are some of my early takeaways. The delivery is definitely funky. It goes a lot harder at times than I realized. Definitely throws a lot harder than I realized. Like, I thought he had a good fastball, but it was more going to be like a characteristic filled fastball. When in reality, it's both. It's characteristic and it's got some speed to it. So as you see, it's a little bit of and you know, even his delivery is designed to help him spam the ball down the middle. Like the way he clears out and lays his arm right in the middle of the zone and just brings it straight down. that gives you a lot of release time where you can theoretically throw the ball over the plate. It's just like from high to low. You don't have to, like, when you come from like a diagonal like I used to, it's like if you don't release it right here, it's a ball. Here it's a ball. Here it's a ball. Here it's a strike. So it's a tricky timing thing. He's got a lot more timing as his arm comes straight down through. Interesting place to be. Just trying to spray it and hope you throw a strike. Interesting place to be, but no denying he has outstanding stuff. Here's what the fastball looks like. They're absolute frozen ropes. They really played up in the zone. I do think he threw too many pitches in the middle of the zone. That's pretty apparent when you look at this chart. There's like 8 or 9 meatballs here. And at a certain point, people will adjust to this fastball. So I like to see his fastball command get a little better. Also, you see all the misses. They're all pulled to the glove side. These are the bad yanks. I'd like to see him have some misses on the other side. Stay closed a little better. See if he can't play that backdoor fastball to a lefty, because that's with the cut he has on his four seam. If he starts to pitch off the plate away, it should cut onto the corner just a bit. So that's what I'd like to see there. Let's see what the changeups look like. Changeups are outstanding. I really like them. They're kind of like a dead fish effect. Even the ones in the middle really weren't hit that hard. He threw a lot right down the middle. But he tunnels them really nicely actually off that fastball, and they kind of dead fish. I do think the looseness of the spin gives it away a little bit, but I also think it's hard to stay back. You're looking for an elite fastball in the mid to upper 90s, and then you get this changeup. And then the third pitch is the curveball. Yeah, I mean, these ones that get right below the zone, you can see they kind of start in the upper third. That's the ability he's going to have to tunnel off of an upper third four seam and still get a curveball below the zone. That's a really good place to be, because guys are going to expect his fastball in the upper third, and they're going to start to swing, and it's going to be a changeup 20 miles an hour slower. So I do like the effect he has going. There's a lot of pitchers that have this effect. Just the straight north-south game. That's what he's got. It just depends on how good you are at it. I think they'll wait a little while before adding anything like a cutter. Ultimately, he's been so hard to hit. You gotta ride this out a little while. And just try to clean up the bad misses. I also think for any guy in their major league debut, you deserve a little bit of grace, because it's just such an emotional day, and a lot of guys, they come out the gate, like a wild beast, and then something happens and they have to kind of slow down and reset, and it's kind of hard to recover that emotional energy. I think that happened to Jonah tonight with that long period that he sat there while his team hit a million homers and stuff. So. All in all, an impressive debut. Definitely something to build on. Mets will definitely give him another run through the rotation. Defense let him down a little bit, but it would have been like a 5-inning at best, maybe a couple outs into the 6th, 1-run performance. He showed why he is who he is, in that he was able to generate strikeouts. He was able to generate swing and miss. Nobody was really on the fastball. I think he also showed a little bit that his game is not a contact game, and that could be one area that leaves room for improvement moving forward. I also think just the overall fastball command, despite the 0 walks, and this is why you got to watch the games. Yes, he had 0 walks, but if you walked away thinking he has good fastball command, you're just wrong, at least from this game. So I'd like to see the fastball command improve a little bit, eliminate some of the bad misses, and then he's going to be in a really good spot, because those curveballs and those changeups, they really play well off that fastball. So it's an arsenal that ties together well, despite it only being 3 pitches. So I think that might be it for Jonah Tong. Very excited to get this one up on the channel. Hope you guys have a good response to it. Debut day, pretty cool to watch guys make their major league debut. So big shout out to Jonah Tong making that debut for the Metros today. Exciting day for the club, exciting day for the kid. And for his family, something he'll never forget. And we'll see how he looks the next time. So that's it for tonight's video. Peace.